if you will just let me explain. We have to transfer you to patients' accounts. Yes, this is the main desk, but we have nothing with billing. And Georgia, just hold on. Thank you.
This is Mrs. Price. May I help you?
So, how about it, Ruby? You're going to donate something to the benefit auction?
Well, my big problem is whether to give my Rembrandt or my Picasso.
Oh, don't be chintzy. Give them both.
How about a stuffed doll I won at a fair?
Here you go, Ann. Was something wrong?
No, I'm
You're
fine.
shaking like a leaf.
I'm fine.
What is
You
it,
sure don't
honey?
look fine.
I'm fine.
Maybe you better go home early.
No, I couldn't do that. No.
Hey, listen, you've been through a lot lately. Maybe it's finally catching up to you.
Hi.
What's the matter?
Ann's in a bad way, Lesley.
Maybe I should talk to her.
Yeah, please. Come on, Ruby.
Nurse Missoni, report to Dr. Gonzalez in the clinic.
Georgia, maybe you better talk to Jessie and see if Ann can go home early.
Yes, I know. She's very upset today.
Yeah. Ruby and I'll be in the cafeteria.
Oh, all right, Dan.
Anne, is something wrong? You look like you're about to fall apart. You want to tell me what's the matter? It's Heather. It's Heather, Lesley. Oh, Heather, I'm so glad you're back from Port Charles. We've got to talk.
Sarah, relax. Don't start at me the moment I get here.
How am I supposed to relax after what you just told me?
Sarah, leave me alone. I really need some time just to think.
You can't pick up that commendation at the deputy's office. You just can't do it, Heather.
Well, I don't see any way out.
You can't pretend to be Shelley Vernon. You heard what the sheriff's deputy said. There's going to be photographers and newspaper reporters at that ceremony.
Yeah, and to make matters worse, Rick Weber's going to be there, too.
Jeff's brother? Oh, no. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I heard them talking about it at the hospital today.
Rick Weber's sure to recognize you.
I'll just have to find a way to avoid him, that's all.
And those newspaper people?
Sarah, stop it. This isn't helping anything. I'm just going to have to find a way to get around it.
How? How are you going to do that?
I don't know, but I'll think of something.
You can't pretend to be Shelley Vernon. You just can't. I know you're going to get caught. I know it.
Sarah, if I don't show up, they're going to call here wondering why Shelley Vernon didn't make an appearance, aren't they? And then I'll really be in trouble.
You're going to wind up behind bars. Worse bars than these, Heather. Prison bars.
Okay, have fun. Give him a light workout, Toby. Well?
Well, what?
You heard what the guard said. Let's...
I don't care what that hack said. I want nothing to do with you. You're not just a number around here anymore. You're bad news. I got to be a trustee by keeping my nose clean, dig?
So who needs exercise?
What that's about is that could have been a knife and you could be dead. Is that why you close your eyes? You asking for it, huh? Is that why you close your eyes? You asking for it, huh? What's the matter? Knock the wind out of you?
Forget it, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I had to keep you knowing you got to keep your eyes open around here.
You made your point.
Okay. Let's exercise.
Hey, who needs that, man?
You. You got to keep in shape. Here.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Toss it back.
Is that the way we exercise in here? We play catch like a couple of kids?
The hack said something light. I figure you've been doing nothing but sitting around here in prison. Jail before that, and then that hospital back at Port Charles.
You knew I did a stint in General Hospital?
Everybody in this prison knows everything about you, Hutch.
So, how come the yard's so small?
What'd you expect, Yankee Stadium?
Just didn't expect this.
You're in isolation, remember?
Tell me about it.
You can be watched closer in a place like this. Just be glad you're not out there in the yard where somebody could stick a shiv in you. Even so, you better have eyes in the back of your head if you hope to keep alive.
Who's gonna get me in my own little playpen, huh?
Okay, you're alone in here now. But other guys in isolation use this yard, too.
Could be one of them.
It could be any face you look at, buddy.
Could be even you, buddy.
More likely a face you'll never see. It'll happen fast.
Well, what happened to all that protection I was supposed to get?
Protection? You turned state's evidence. There's no protection in prison for somebody who did that. Best thing a warden can do is put a man in isolation and hope that nobody gets to him. You could use some help from the outside. But I don't know where you're gonna get it.
Well, I was kind of hoping that Ramsey would do that for me. That's why I asked him to come down here.
But he's gonna ask you to cooperate with the feds. Didn't you listen to what I told you last night?
I heard you.
They're gonna ask you to name names from the organization. I got that straight from the horse's mouth.
How does word travel so fast?
The organization inside these walls has all kinds of pipelines to the outside. Listen, you decide to cooperate with the feds, you don't tell me. I don't want to know. You got it?
Well, I don't see what the hell difference it makes what I do anyway. I'm a dead man.
Alan?
Hello, Monica.
Thank you for meeting me here.
Not at all. Would you like a drink?
No, not right now, thank you.
Why, do you have to go back to the hospital?
No, not unless there's an emergency or something.
Monica, have a drink, will you? You look very tense.
Oh, well, all right.
Glass of white wine for my wife, please. Thank you.
I'm glad you could meet me here. It's really very difficult to discuss anything in the house in the evenings with Alex and Edward being there. And this is something I didn't want them to overhear.
Go ahead, then, shoot.
I'm worried about our money.
You've made that very clear.
I think there's been a great manipulation of funds going on.
You're not saying to me that you think that my father is lying to us about our European accounts, do you?
I think that Alex is lying, Alan.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do not trust the woman.
You've made that very clear as well.
Look, Alan, last night you asked her to put a full account on your desk this morning of our entire European portfolio. Now, was it there?
No, it wasn't.
No, I didn't think it would be, and it won't be because she will never honor your request.
I'm afraid you're right.
I know I am right. Alan, this is involving your entire fortune. Don't you care?
Of course I care. If there's been any misappropriation of funds, I want to know about it.
Good. Good. At least we agree about something.
You don't really think that my father is involved in a scheme to try and defraud us, do you?
Alex is very tricky. Edward may not even know what is going on. Do you have a key to ELQ International?
Yes, of course I do.
Good. And I suggest you use it. I suggest that you go over to that office tonight when the offices are closed, and you find out just exactly what is going on. Alan? Is there some reason that you're hesitant about this? Alex doesn't have anything that she's holding over your head, does she?
Sounds ridiculous. I just thought maybe possibly I should confront her directly.
Oh, come on. You did that last night. And she didn't do anything about it. She isn't going to level with you, Alan.
You're right.
Yes, I know I'm right. And I don't want to stand by and see somebody use our funds, especially Alex, for some wild scheme. And we can't even have Edward protect us because he may be just as much in the dark as we are.
It's still running loose. According to the medical examiner's report, Diane died instantly of that gunshot.
Which means that whoever did it wrote Anne's name in Diana's blood, and that's scary.
So just think how Anne must feel knowing that person is still at large.
Dr. Barrows, report to ICU staff. Dr. Barrows, report to ICU staff.
I tell you what, why don't you let me do this and you just go get us a table? Thank you. Here you go.
Thank you, Lesley.
You're welcome. Now we can just sit and relax for a little bit.
I don't know if I can relax.
Oh, well, drink some of your tea, maybe. The warmth will help.
Yeah. Oh, this is terrible.
Okay, don't drink your tea. We'll just sit and talk.
Lesley, I think I'm going crazy.
No, you are not going crazy. Is it just the nightmares?
Did Archie tell you about the nightmares?
No, Steve did. He told us specifically about the one this morning.
Archie. Lesley, it was so terrible. It was so real. I dreamt that Heather was in my room, and she had a trench coat on. She was holding a gun, and she was walking towards me to kill me.
That's really terrible.
And then when I got to work, I turned around and she was standing there wearing the same trench coat. Lesley, I started shaking and I have not been able to get over it ever since.
Well, I don't blame you a bit. That's kind of a big shock.
I know that she has these privileges now and then, and it has to happen, but to see her there standing there, I mean, right after that dream.
When I saw her in Steve's office, I was really hoping that you'd gone off duty or taken a break or something.
You saw her in Steve's office? Why? What does she want?
She just wanted to talk to him.
What? What about? What did she want?
Anne, I think you're going to have to ask Steve. I wasn't there.
I saw her twice, you know. And the second time?
The second time what?
Well, she asked me to when I talk to Jeff next time, to send regards and to give PJ a kiss for her, but the way she was, Lesley, does she know about me and Jeff?
Yes, the truth is she does know about you and Jeff.
I can't believe Jeff told her. I mean, I know he drove up there that night that he knew about PJ, and he said all sorts of things.
No. Jeff did not tell her. I think what happened is she just worked on Amy long enough. Amy finally told her.
Amy? When did Amy tell her? Was this before Diane was killed?
Mm-hmm, it was.
Oh, Lesley. Lesley. Was Jeff right all this time? I mean, it could be true. I mean, could Heather actually have gotten out of that sanitarium and killed Diana? If she had known about Jeff and me, that would have given her reason to write my name in Diana's blood.